Well, it is time now for another Country Girl report. Today we are updating the centerpiece we have here for summer, and Catherine Nygren is here now with Found in Flora with more.
The 4th of July is over, so we thought, hey, let's update the centerpiece now for summer. And so what did you think of? What did you come up with?
Yeah, when I thought about like summer in Nebraska, I kind of thought like a garden or like kind of walking through like a pasture, or especially with like the horse stirrup there, kind of going for a pasture ride or something very like out on the roadside was kind of the inspiration.
I like that. Horses are kind of big right now, I feel like, as far as decorating. You see them on a lot of t-shirts. That Western look is big.
Oh yeah, you definitely see a lot of Western places that aren't normally Western are kind of going more Western now with the styles.
And we definitely are here in Nebraska, so we want to incorporate that.
It always fits.
Again, we're just starting with our tray here, and anybody can do this at home. It's a fun way to update what you have.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like kept a couple of pieces from before that we can incorporate again, so you don't have to completely switch. You can kind of just more update your decor too.
Okay, so I'll let you take over here.
Yeah, so one of the things I was thinking of when I was thinking about the pasture is like a vegetative design, which is kind of means like how flowers grow up out of the ground. And so to make that, I was prepping some little foam blocks, and I was just taking like the styrofoam like this, and then we have moss, like those sheet moss, the flat moss you can get like at any craft store or any florist. And then I've got these greening pins, which is kind of a nice way to attach moss to foam instead of using hot glue that might kind of squirt through and get your fingers burned. You can cover foam with some greening pins. They're just kind of like a little U-shaped pin, and I'm just pinning the moss to the foam. So I kind of just prepped a couple foam blocks with these greening pins to kind of give some coverage to our foam and kind of make that kind of the forest floor, the pasture floor kind of feel.
Nice.
So yeah, I've got a few blocks like that.
And then you just stuck the flowers in.
Yeah, and then I just kind of started making little arrangements with them. I had some little daisies that I thought like look really wildflower. We've got these bachelor buttons from before. There's some scabiosa. And so I was just taking my little clippers and just making little kind of designs then that we can stick in our tray around other things.
Perfect. And then we need to put the stirrup back
in.
Yeah,
we need to have the stirrup.
Yeah.
That's pretty classic. And so then you can just arrange these little gardens in with your stirrup and kind of fit them in to make them tight. And then we can take other things, like I brought this horse bit, if we want to kind of go with that theme.
And you had that just hanging around the store?
Yeah, I found it like in the back room at the flower shop.
Wow.
I have no idea how we got a horse bit at the flower shop, but
you'll take it.
I'm sure it came in something. So we can kind of nestle him in there too, like that, and kind of display him with that guy. And then if we wanted to reuse our glass insulators, which are kind of another nice roadside kind of feel, we can tuck our glass insulators then in the cracks.
Okay.
And then once we get that done, we can kind of decide like if we need a little bit more designing, we can kind of cut some of these pieces from before and kind of add them to our garden. And I was kind of keeping it low, thinking like a centerpiece and like the height of it, being able to see over it, whether it's on your dining room table or on the set here at Pier Nebraska, having that kind of low. And so then you can kind of add more flowers and just kind of make them look like they are growing out of the landscape.
Perfect. So still bringing interest, but again, allowing for that conversation to go on. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So she'll continue to work on this, and we'll have it ready for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thanks, Catherine. And if people want to visit you in Wahoo, your store is open every day but Sunday?
Yep, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
Found in Flora. All right, thank you. Bye.